The Black Ops 7 weapon prestige attachments are going to completely change the game for not only Black Ops 7, but probably Call of Duty as a whole. Now I'm going to go over this blog post that shows every weapon that's coming out in Black Ops 7, and it also shows their prestige attachment, which a lot of these are crazy powerful, but I'm going to go over each one of these and I'm going to kind of give my opinion. I try to lean away from doing news videos based around Call of Duty and long form content. It just doesn't work well for me, but I have a lot of opinions on these attachments and these guns, so I kind of want to talk about it. That's why I decided to do this. That's why it's coming out a little bit late. This is a very opinionated video, so stick around, listen to my thoughts on all of these attachments. So the first one here in the assault rifle category is the M15 Mod 0. And the prestige attachment for this is the MFS 556 NATO FMJ. A huge conglomerate of words there, but what this does is it provides subsonic 556 NATO rounds, which prevents firing signatures from appearing on the minimap and improves damage range and inflicted flinch at the expense of bullet velocity. That, my friends, is a crazy attachment. Reading this attachment description was the thing that would have made me want to make this video. This can change the landscape of the entire game. If this is a good attachment, which it looks like it's really good, you basically get to attach whatever muzzle you want while running this attachment. And then also, it's a magazine attachment, I believe. And then also, you don't have to worry about showing up on the minimap. So I can use something that extends my range or whatever, and I don't have to worry about showing up on the minimap, as well as all of these other bonuses in here. So this is insane. There's a lot more in here that are really good. There's some that seem weak, but I'm gonna go through all of them. Next up, we have the MXR17 AR, and this one comes with a auto fast mag. So it says it's the MFS semi-auto fast mag, converts the MXR17 into a powerful semi-auto weapon with a unique blend of firepower and handling, faster to aim and reload with reworked recoil and more damage fall off. So basically what it looks like is there's a little bit less damage range, but it converts it into a almost faster firing, more powerful, up close, semi-automatic weapon. This could be really good as well. We've seen some absolutely insane semi-automatic guns in the past from Call of Duty, and this could be a monster. Next up, we have the Peacekeeper, baby. I love the Peacekeeper. The attachment for this is the MFS Counterforce C1 stock. Retains the expected recoil improvements of the standard control stock with additional improvements to recoil stabilization and tack stance spread, while taking small hit to handling. So basically you're gonna move slower, but you're gonna have insane recoil control. And the one thing that I noticed about the Peacekeeper in the beta was once you got the attachments on the weapon to control the recoil, it was a monster. So the fact that there's another attachment which makes it have even less recoil is crazy. And honestly, I'm all right with taking this weapon, making it more AR-esque, removing some of that fast mobility that you get with it, kind of it being that SMG assault rifle hybrid, and putting it more towards an AR. I'm very excited to try this out. Here we have the X9 Maverick assault rifle. We did not see this one in the beta, but it comes with an MFS Pulse Load Plus barrel, a short and lightweight barrel to drastically improve all facets of handling, far more stable when in air and landing with a significant bonus to mobility, all at a moderate cost to damage range. Okay, this one might suck. So I'm trying to kind of read through this again here. So basically, it seems like it's an AR that allows you to move faster than you typically would be able to with this attachment at the cost of damage range. The downside to this is it's a 3-round burst weapon. So I don't want to get into close-up engagements and fights with the 3-round burst weapon. So I don't know. This one seems pretty weak. I don't think this one's a winner, but we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays in the full launch of the game. Next, we have the DS-20 Mirage assault rifle. So this one is a full auto assault rifle, and the attachment that you get is the underbarrel Mirage tandem launcher. Internal upgrade to the integrated launcher to fire 2 powerful explosive shells. So it sounds like this weapon comes with an integrated launcher, and with this attachment you get to shoot 2 explosive shells at once rather than 1. Now, the term explosive shells is interesting to me because it doesn't sound like it's a grenade launcher. I feel like it would just say explosive grenade launcher or whatever. It almost sounds like it almost sounds like it's more of a shotgun, explosive shotgun round. So this could be really annoying and overpowered. I won't even lie. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see, or this could just be really bad. Call of Duty has had a wide variety of underbarrel or barrel-like attachments on weapons that have been either dog shit awful or really good. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Next up, we have the AK-27 assault rifle. This might be the AR that I am most excited for. I'm also excited for this attachment. So we have the enhanced cycle system, which eliminates all horizontal recoil while firing with an improved fire rate at the expense of muzzle velocity and vertical recoil. So here's the deal. Muzzle velocity doesn't matter that much in Call of Duty multiplayer because all of the maps are small enough to where you don't have to worry about bullet fall off pretty much ever. Vertical recoil is very easy to control. Even if this does have accelerated vertical recoil, if you can have all those other attachments on there to reduce vertical recoil on top of this attachment that eliminates horizontal entirely, and you have an improved fire rate depending on how much better the fire rate is, this weapon can be a killer. I'm very excited to try this out. Now on to the SMGs. There are 6 in total. We have the Raiden 45K first. It looks like with this, we're going to be getting the MFS Full Stock Plus, an improved tactical spread stock that provides an overall movement bonus along with stronger improvement to hip fire and tactical stance spread and improved stability when jumping and landing. So this one just sounds like it's for the movement demons. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be all right. The problem that I have with this is the tac stance stuff. This is not like MW3 where you just get tac stance by default. You have to put on a specific attachment to do that. And I think that really makes a lot of these that improve tac stance not so useful because that requires me to use another attachment that I might otherwise want to use on damage range or mobility or anything else. So not a big fan of that, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Next, we have the Dravik 45 SMG. This one comes with the MFS Agile Laser Pro. Overclocked laser provides strong bonuses to both mobility and handling, with a smaller bonus to damage range at the expense of recoil control and stabilization. So what this sounds like to me is this takes this SMG that really acted like an assault rifle and pretty much makes it more of an SMG. That could be good, that could be bad. Next, we have the Razor 9mm SMG. The attachment on this one is a 12-inch MFS Sidewinder barrel, aftermarket barrel that provides a massive bullet velocity improvement with a significant improvement to all aspects of recoil at the expense of handling. So you're gonna move clunkier with it, but you're gonna have way better recoil control and way better bullet velocity. Basically turns it into a little pocket assault rifle. This one could also be absolutely insane. Now we have the Carbon 57 SMG. This one comes with the MFS Renown Plus extended magazine, improved extended mag that increases ammo capacity and drastically improves base, aiming, and sprinting movement speed at the cost of damage range. Also sounds pretty solid. So basically you're gonna lose some damage range, but you're gonna have more ammunition and you're gonna be able to move way faster, and you can honestly kit this out for recoil control or whatever, and it also might just perform kind of like a mid-ranged pocket AR. Pretty exciting. And here we have the MSMC, baby. Basically, the MSMC reincarnated from Black Ops 2, the MPC-25, and this one comes with the 8.6-inch MFS Stratus X barrel, shortened barrel to drastically improve recoil and provide a far more stable firing experience. Damage and range is reduced, but an increased headshot multiplier keeps firepower competitive. Okay, so see, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. Recoil is better, but you're losing overall damage and range with the exchange of having more headshot damage. It could be really good, but I'm kind of leaning towards it won't pan out. It might just be better to keep things stock. Last SMG is the RK9 SMG. This comes with the MFS Iron Lung hand stop, stackable attachment that improves fire rate through reducing barrel burst cooldown, significantly reduces recoil when firing, but removes the ability to auto burst, provides flinch and resistance, but loses the ability to hold breath. Okay, so you can't hold breath, which I wouldn't want to do anyway, and you have to basically pull the trigger every time you want to burst, which I'm also okay with. In exchange for that, you get better recoil control, and then also a better fire rate with a cooldown burst. This sounds like a win to me. I know that burst fire SMGs can be a controversial thing in Call of Duty. There's been some good ones, but they're typically pretty awful. I'm really hoping this is a good one. Now on to shotguns. We have 3 of those. First up is the M10 Breacher. This was in the beta. I didn't really get a good feel for any of the shotguns, to be honest, but you get the MFS XK Light stock. One of a kind stock that offers a strong improvement to sprinting and walking speed. Also improves dive and slide to fire and spread when diving, sliding, sprinting, and jumping. Harms damage range and charge time. Okay, so that's immediately an L, because anything that removes damage range on a shotgun in Call of Duty is a mistake, just plain and simple. I don't see these things making it worth it, but again, gonna have to wait and see. Echo 12 shotgun. We have the 18-inch MFS Greyhound barrel, specialized extended barrel to provide a massive improvement to bullet velocity with a slight improvement to ADS spread and additional improvements to recoil control at the expense of damage range. Again, you're hurting damage range and you're increasing ADS spread. I mean, I guess it would be good in like hardcore where everything kind of one-shots, but I cannot imagine this is a good attachment. Next shotgun here, this is a weird one. We have the Akita shotgun. This one is an MFS Go 7 shock stock. Provides a significant bonus to both mobility and handling at the expense of recoil control and spread. So your spread gets worse, you have more recoil, but you can run around with it faster and it handles a little bit better. I'll just be honest, none of these sound like they're really worth it in the shotgun category. Again, gotta wait and see. Next up here, we have LMGs. Only 2 in this game, which is odd, but is what it is. We have the MK78 LMG. The attachment is the MFS Heat Shield Belt Fed. Takes longer to overheat and improves mobility in addition to removing movement penalties when firing. Improves recoil but has a significantly longer overheat penalty, improves hip spread but incurs an ADS spread penalty. So it sounds like it's going to add bloom as an ADS spread penalty. Better hip spread, has a longer overheat but has better recoil and better mobility, specifically when firing. Again, I don't know that that sounds like a good thing. Now we have the XM325 LMG. Fashion your LMG into a mobile turret through an improved laser that massively reduces all hipfire spread and increases damage range, but very drastically slows your movement speed to a crawl when firing from the hip. This is called the MFS Motion Strike Laser. This could be fun to use. I don't imagine it'll be good, but it could be really fun to use. Also kind of whack that we only have 2 LMGs. Marksman rifles. We have the M8A1. This baby was great in the beta. The attachment is the MFS Striker Tactical Stock. Improves hip spread and tactical stance spread with the additional improvements to handling at the expense of recoil control and flinch resistance. That's terrible. I don't care about hip fire spread and tactical stance spread in exchange for having more recoil and more flinch. Get that out of here. I will never be using that. The Warden 308 Marksman Rifle. Okay, this looks more like a sniper, but I'm here for it. The attachment is the MFS Snap Trigger, removes firing delay and improves fire rate at the expense of recoil control and damage range. Again, that doesn't sound good. Fire rate is nice, but if my DMR doesn't have good damage range, I don't know that I want to use it. And this is also it's got 8 rounds in the magazine, so like getting up into up close gunfights with this, it just doesn't sound like a good trade-off. Then we have the M34 Nova Line Marksman Rifle. It comes with the MFS Enhanced 37 Hand Stop, steady your aim for longer, and with increased control and mobility with an enhanced grip that unleashes your true marksman. So I don't see any downsides to this one, but honestly, this sounds pretty good. Increased control and mobility with an enhanced grip, and you get to have your other bonuses too. This one might not be bad to run. On to the sniper rifles. We have the VS Recon Sniper. The attachment for this one is the MFS R Stop Handguard, extended hold breath duration while also improving rechamber stabilization, aiming speed, sprint to fire speed, and flinch resistance. Sounds good. Don't really have anything to complain about there. I feel like that's pretty fair. Then we have the XR3 Ion Sniper, which is the 3-round burst one from the beta. You get the MFS 3x3 Compensator, a unique muzzle that provides unparalleled hipfire accuracy. This deadly muzzle increases the weapon charge time and harms aiming speed. So ADS speed, I'm assuming that's ADS speed, is increased, which is bad. And then you can hipfire better with your 3-round burst, and it charges faster. I don't know about that one. That sounds like it might be kind of whack. Then we have the ChaosxSilencer sniper rifle. This comes with the MFS Convergence Box Laser Steady Aim Laser upgrade to drastically improve sprint to fire time, in addition to a stronger improvement to hipfire spread in all other states. So basically, the thing you really get out of this is better sprint to fire. Now this gun, it looks like it's almost built to be like a marksman rifle, so this could be good depending on how you use the weapon. On to the pistols. We have the Jaeger 45, which comes with a 9.6-inch MFS Vital Ace barrel. Enhance the potential of the Jaeger 45 with a unique barrel that can eliminate enemies with a single headshot. This improvement to raw firepower comes at the expense of its fire rate, aiming mobility, handling, and recoil control. Okay, this one sounds pretty good, to be honest. So basically you have to just be a little bit more accurate, but you can one-shot people to the head. I kind of like the sound of this. Next one up here is the Coda 9 pistol. This one comes with the MFS Delta Cell Bulk Mag. Leaning more into the submachine gun properties, this magazine offers a bonus to recoil stability and mobility in exchange for weapon swap speed. Decreases damage, but significantly improves the damage range. Basically turns it into a little SMG. I think that's pretty cool. Then we have the Velux 5.7 pistol. This comes with the 4-inch MFS Celeste barrel, short barrel that improves, or that provides a strong improvement to movement speeds, in addition to stronger improvements to an in-air handling, improves jumping and landing stability, and weapon swap speed. Yeah, don't know how I feel about this one. It basically just makes you move a little bit faster, and then if you're jumping in the air or something and swapping weapons, it makes that faster. Doesn't feel worth it. Now, the rest of the weapons in here, the launchers and the melee weapons, don't have attachments, obviously, but that's basically everything. And the thing I really wanted to point out here is that if this is done correctly, a lot of these seem pretty cool. A lot of them seem underpowered too, though. But if this is done correctly and they're launching new weapons with all of these new attachments, and they're doing weekly attachments that are similar to this for various different weapons, it's going to make the game feel fresh more frequently. It really does feel like they're taking a page out of MW3's book, because they did a similar thing with the aftermarket parts, and I think it worked really well. So I'm interested to see how this works. It's exciting to me. Black Ops 7's right around the corner. I'm pretty hyped to get in there and play. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.